weird or confusing? RD's pranks did a few things that make no sense. Chicken nugget keychain, I think that makes perfect sense. We can liken the invention of the chicken nugget keychain to that of Newton's discovery of gravity. I kind of agree with that. It looks weird right there. It doesn't look so much like a chicken nugget with that sort of glisten. If you look at it on the brown purse right there, it looks like something came out of a dog. It looks disgusting. It's not any chicken nugget that I would want. And I love chicken nuggets. A tortilla blanket. My good friend has a tortilla blanket. Look at how happy she is. I would absolutely be all about that. Instant underpants, just add water? That sounds gross. Not too unlike instant noodles. I think it's a very unlike instant noodles. Falls under the ever popular just add water category. How many other things fall under that category besides like actual things you ingest? What use are instant underpants if they have to be wet? Well, unlike most of life's conundrums, I'll give you the answer to this one. It's really simple. Wet with water underpants are better than wet with something that's not water or dirty underpants. Why is it even an option? No fluid should be down there throughout my day. Wet underpants are better than no underpants at all. No, it's not. I would much rather have no underwear than wet underwear. What? Who made this? That is unreal. The final important feature here is that these are one size fits most. Oh, it's that important. That's the most important feature. But the only real way to know if these will get you out of a tight situation is to grab a couple and run a safe test. No, I'm cool. I don't need the test. Okay. It's not going to work for me. And if it works for you, stay 50 feet at least away from me, because I don't know if we are meant to have conversations together. One of the worst ideas I've ever heard of. This might actually be kind of funny. Mystical and ancient power of mirrors and reflection of these glasses will give you a tilted view of your feet. Okay, that's actually sick. I want to like see it from the POV view. I wonder if I just lie down like that and I'm just like looking up, can I see the TV in front of me down to my feet? There's certainly a case for these. If you have a room that's set up, you like to lay flat and you got your bookshelf at the end of the bed or something and your TV's on there and you don't want to like crank your neck down, like you don't want to look like this to be able to see your TV. I can see there being a case for this. I still would rather not do that. Okay, this one here. Oh man. Now that I know this exists, I'm not really sure I can make it through life without it. So this is the holographic Charizard of pillows right here. The sequin Nicolas Cage pillow. I didn't know I needed this in my life until I see it right now. This is definitely the most appealing of things that I've seen on this page so far. Oh my God, this is actually amazing too. The realistic stomach fanny pack. I really wish I would have seen this before I went to Disney World. I mean, with this, you don't need pockets. You can just use your belly to store things with. An item that is fit for all body types, I also agree. If you yourself are supporting a little bit of a healthy gut, it is worth noting that you may get confused after long wears, because you may not be able to figure out what's real and what's not, just like the matrix of fanny packs. So you're saying this is the matrix of fanny packs. Red pill or blue pill? Hairy stomach or smooth stomach? If the stomach fanny packs existed in Middle Earth, we're really going to Lord of the Rings with this. If these existed in Middle Earth, it's safe to say the ring would have been delivered to Mordor with ease and comfort. Wow, that is just offensive to hobbits who made the journey. A Chia Bob Ross. This site is getting better and better and better. Weird or confusing? Neither. It's amazing. I mean, everybody does love Bob Ross. I mean, like that fro, this is incredible. There's nothing wrong with having a tree as a friend, and especially nothing wrong with having Chia Bob as a friend. This is incredible. Does the idea of spreading chia seeds over a smiling ceramic mold of one of the world's favorite painters make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up? Yes, it does. Grow a boyfriend? What in the hell is this? Okay. Grows to 6 times its original size. But there's no promise that your homegrown boyfriend will stay large for what the hell are we talking about? You'll sleep easy knowing that after they've dehydrated, it will be a quick trip to the bathroom for some. This is wild. There's a lot to unpack there. If they've sold enough of these to retire off of, there's a lot of lonely people out there. Hander pants. I kind of, this is actually kind of funny. I mean, so just gloves. You know what? I can't even be mad about these. Unicorn horn for cats? Look how happy he looks. You're telling me your cat wouldn't be happy with a unicorn horn so they could be their one-of-a-kind pet. If you find yourself dressing up your animals, then you've already taken the weird weird first step required. I mean, I would say first step, not weird first step. I think it's hilarious when people dress their animals up. I really do. If you find that your cat is subtly disrespecting you, I mean, we already know it is. If you have a cat, you know it's disrespecting you. Then it is time to break out the inflatable unicorn horn for cats and have your say. I feel like this gives them an advantage though. Like they could easily knock more stuff over from the counter or the coffee table if they have a unicorn horn. They're gonna give you that look that it's giving you right now, but it's gonna knock over more things. That's wild. That's a very bold strategy for cat owners. What the hell is this? I'm already grossed out reading that name. I don't need to continue with this. Extremely solitary task. When you start thinking about it, you don't have too much. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. You know, I've actually seen this. The Lick Your Cat Groomer. For those having trouble communicating to their beloved cat, there's a small chance that the cat recognizes this a little more than licking. Probably a big difference, okay? There's probably a big difference between a cat getting licked by themselves or another cat and this big ass red tongue with big spikes on it. Am I wrong? No real reviews as to whether this also tastes like a large hunk of rubber. Probably does. It probably does. I know it doesn't taste like a ring pop. But for your own comfort, you can apply some peanut butter. What am I, a golden retriever? Making the grooming a win for both of you? Dude, if I wanted peanut butter, I'd just get a spoon. You know, maybe I should just put a spoon in my mouth and, you know, rub the other end against the cat. Would that be as good, as practical? Probably would be, because the end of a spoon is very blunt. It's not a big spike. Like there's a ton of spikes right there. I don't understand this. Who doesn't need a mullet on the go? Especially me. It makes me want to be, what's his name from Eastbound and Down? Kenny Powers. I want to be Kenny Powers. There's basically no situation in life that would not be better with a mullet. I can't argue with that. Pooping Pooch's calendar, I can do without that. I can just look outside at my apartment complex and I will see plenty of that. A toad handbag? I don't know about that. What do we think? Is this the mouth of it? A first date talking point if there ever was one. I feel like that would be the first date talking point and also the last date talking point. This probably gives off a red flag for most people, especially if it's the first thing you talk about. If you're proud to show off your toad handbag, and it's not something I think you should be ashamed of. But if this is the first thing you mention to your Tinder date, to your Bumble, your Hinge date, maybe reevaluate when you don't get a second date. No home is complete without at least one yodeling pickle. Why not just one? Maybe get 3 or 4. Have a quartet. Keeping it in your pocket for the rest of your life. We're talking about the pickle, right? Whoever put this site together really loves or really hates cats. I don't know if they love them too much or they just hate them. Duty head? No. What is the problem with this site? It's obsessed with pooping cats. Literally obsessed. Gift of nothing. Free wrap so you don't have to. So if you're receiving one of these gifts, the gift of nothing, maybe it's a sign that you should look inward and realize that you have it all. For the person who has everything, truly this gift will be an instant hit in white elephants. That would actually be fun. An actual book, Learning to Play with Alliance Testicles. I asked the author about the sequel to this. No response. I think their family reached out and said there would not be a sequel for obvious reasons. A never-ending happy birthday card? No. One of the most awkward points in anyone's life, I feel like, is getting sung happy birthday to. I could never be in a relationship with a musician. If they tried to serenade me, that's like the most awkward thing that I could ever think of. I would not know what to do. I would just like be smiling, like kind of like looking away, like I don't know what to do, fam. It's the most awkward experience ever. I can't imagine someone singing like Despacito by Justin Bieber to me or something. It would be my living hell. Add moving furniture and folding clothes to that, and it is an eternity of hell. I hope you can all agree. Nose aerobics. What? And he's entirely way too happy with that. Is this for your eyes, your nose, your neck? All 3 are going to be wrecked afterwards. I promise you. Want to look cool and strong in front of your family or coworkers? Say less. I believe this could bring us back to the last one, the serenading one. I feel like if I wanted to impress my family, I would get this. And I would impress them with this. I absolutely would. I have full confidence that I could get the hang of nose aerobics. But what I'm scared of the most is that once I do get good at it, my family will decide to serenade me. Many songs of my achievements with nose aerobics. It's gonna be a no from me, dog. Subtle butt. While the word subtle is thrown around a lot, with subtle butts, you can give these not so subtle gift of fresh air to your family at the next gathering. Oh my God, I see how it is now. I see what I'm looking at now. This is interesting. Why are we obsessed with things like this? I don't know. I don't understand. See, whoever made this site is just obsessed with our digestive tract and cats. The roto wipe. No, I'm fine. Imagine cleaning that thing. 2,700 gentle RPMs. That has more RPMs than Tyler Glasnow's curveball. I don't need that many RPMs. I just, no words. Cats and poop. This is what the owner of this site is all about. Cat Sitter VHS. I mean, that's kind of smart. Sights and sounds of nature in stereo. That kind of does make sense. Crafting with cat hair. That reminds me of a certain prank at the end of Jackass 2 with Jay Chandrasekhar. If you know, you know. Unicorn meat. Okay, I'm gonna assume the worst because I think the very first thing in this website, or one of the very first things of this website, was a unicorn for a cat. So that has me thinking that did this owner put a horn on a cat and then, you know, yada yada yada, candy unicorn meat. I don't need to tell you what the yada 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 replaced. Just do your own thinking, and it's gross and obvious.